So binding the transmitter to the quadcopter, holding down the red button, turn on the power switch, green flashing light, making sure this cable's now tucked in, not going to stop the battery from locking into place, plugging the battery in, locking it into place. So we get red, green and yellow flashing light. Let's place that down. Now when the transmitter finds the quadcopter and they're connected and they see each other, the lights will change and you'll get a bleep on the transmitter. We now have a flashing yellow. So we're going to rotate the quadcopter until the lights change again, and this time we're going to have a green flashing light, which we've now got. We now place it this way and rotate until we're solid red on the front and yellow on the rear, which we now have. So there we go, we're ready to take off. So the next step is I'm going to be using the Bugs Go app. So I'm going to disconnect from the action camera that I'm wearing, so let's do that. This is the Bugs Go app. Now hitting record. So we're recording. Right. So here we go. And of course, being really mindful of the airspace and who's around. Perfect. So 15 satellites now, hitting the takeoff button. In fact, not hitting the takeoff button, unlocking the motors and then hitting the takeoff button. Okay, so first of all, let's see how well it holds on the spot. And let's also start recording by pressing that button right there, the battery, the camera icon. So we are now recording. So let's pan round to face myself. Nice, that stayed in one place while I've done that. Okay, so let's take it up a little bit. Now, the quadcopter I had before this was the MJX Bugs 3, and that had a manual throttle, and that was not really beginner friendly, which this one is. As you can see, I'm not actually touching the control at the moment, and that's holding really well. The MJX Bugs 3 had a manual throttle on it, so if I pulled the throttle all the way down, it would literally drop out the sky, and you had to make sure you throttled up before it hit the ground to stop it from hitting the ground. This one will stay where it is because it's a GPS quadcopter. Right, so let's try some more with this now. Let's take it away from us. Stop just there. And now I bring it back. Tell you one thing I haven't done, guys, and that's attach my phone to the transmitter. So I'm going to be doing that now. So this would be a good time to try return to home. So let's try that feature. A bit further away. Again, checking the airspace because this feature does gain in altitude. So nothing around. Return to home. So it climbs first to avoid any obstacles. Trees, houses, things like that. Not that you should be flying by houses, so trees mainly, but to avoid obstacles. So going back to its original position. It's not started descending yet. Now it's descending. And I'm going to be cancelling the return to home as it gets close to the landing pad, because it's obviously not going to make it, but it's very close, so I'm going to cancel it just there, and I'm going to take control of it now. So let's see how smoothly it will fly for a landing. Very smooth. Okay. So this time, pressing record on the Bugs Go app. And attaching it. Okay, let's try that again. So, taking off by unlocking the motors, pressing the takeoff button, and we're up. So let's take it away from us. And let's progressively push the stick more and more and more. And you can see I'm going to have to back off or we're going to hit the ground. Let's do that. Okay, so still in my line of sight, I can still see it. But I'm also looking at the screen for a second, which I can see is very clear. Okay, so I can now see myself. So now I'm only looking at the screen, so pushing the stick forward just a little, because otherwise I'll be out of the shot. Rotating it just a little more in the centre. And let's see what kind of shot I can get here. Flying past myself. I must say, guys, this is a really easy quadcopter to fly, and it's got plenty power as well. If you've seen my videos on the E58 quadcopter, which is one I've made a few videos on now, you'll know it's nothing like this power wise. Right, so let's try some more demonstrations of this. So increasing forward pitch and then increasing the throttle at the same time. It's a fast quadcopter. Let's try and get a fast pass. Okay, so the next test that I want to try is turning the GPS off and seeing how it performs with the GPS off. So turning the GPS off by going to mode A. GPS is now off. I'm not sure if that gives me more pitch or not. Right, so let's experiment a little bit with that. So we're going to go full pitch to the left, and then gain a bit of altitude. We're going to go full pitch to the right. Right, so now we're going to do the same with GPS on, full pitch to the left, and full pitch to the right. No, I don't think so. Off and on. test shall I try next? Right, how about looking at the screen again? Still keeping it in line of sight, of course, as I am only here by myself. And let's see what I can do looking at just the screen. So let's get it going this way. I'm not the best pilot, guys. I'm still learning myself, so I can't exactly get it to do everything I want it to do, but let's try something. No, I haven't got that. Obviously the basics, fall forward and fall back and left and right and rotating, they're the simple controls, but to get the drone to really be in touch with the drone does take some practice. I mean, I'm in control of it now, I'll keep it in this space, but to have it facing me and circling around me is not like the easiest thing to do, for example. That will really take some practice. And in fact, if you're watching this video and you can do that, then comment and I'll check your video out. So we have our first low battery warning alarm. So at this point, what I think I'm going to do is stop recording and then try taking a photo. So press the, oh, we have an OK on the screen to say we've just taken a photo. Let's try pressing photo on the app and it says OK again. Thumbs up please guys if you like the video. Okay, so I won't take it too far away from me now that we've got a low battery warning alarm, but because this will automatically return to home if we are locked in with our satellites, which we are, as we have 15, there's no worry here on a calm day. So I'll continue flying, but again I won't go too far. Working the motors a bit harder now. It's a very fun flyer, it's very fast. Right, how about this effect? So let's try this. Whee! Ah, look what I just spotted. Is that a deer running across the field? Oh, it's great timing. So we're not actually showing as record at the moment, so I'm going to hit record again. We are now recording. And using the screen to fly now. And of course if this disconnected, I only have to look up, I even know it's facing me. Let's bring it in closer. So we have solid red on the front and we have a flashing red on the rear. It's very easy to adjust the height of this as well. You want to go up a little bit, give it a little press and it just jumps up like that. You want to go down a little, you can drop it down a bit more. So if I was to turn GPS off now, this is with GPS off. So as you can see, it will just be taken away by the wind or just generally being unbalanced. So putting GPS on, it stops again. And then we just bring it back to us. What should we try now? Let's take it away. Again, not worried. Oh, that was Was it rain? I think I just saw a droplet of rain, so that's the perfect time to bring it in for a landing. So our low battery warn alarm's now changed and we are descending, and we stopped the motors and it's just started to rain, so that's perfect timing. So guys, if you like the video, please thumbs up, please subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them. I'll try my best to answer them, and I will see you in the next one.